Kruzman and Duffy. I like the mandala design. I think it does read very symmetrical, very strong. You concentrated most of your burning in the center of these things, which I think was an advantage. There's certainly lighter areas and darker areas.
You did capture many different tones and many different levels of saturation. It's a good team effort.
Tyler and Katie.
From across the room, this one really stands out. Very vivid, very striking.
The contrast is what you guys are really playing off more than the saturation. If it was dark black moving to a lighter, it would really be a lot more pronounced.
Matt and Erik. It looks like something went askew there.
The last two panels, we had like 30 minutes left, so it was just a matter of getting something on there at that point.
Obviously, you grossly underestimated what you could do in the amount of time on this thing.
It seemed like it totally got away from you.
No argument there.
Matt, if you're going to be a leader of your team, the one thing you need to definitely figure out is that a leader never quits. Be a leader.
Chris and Craig.
Guys, I gotta say, as far as saturation goes, I think this is pretty weak. Some of the dark areas are very sporadic and it's not an even field. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you have some black spots that just come into the hand. Not very impressed by this take at all.
Hey, Chris, you're the big saturator. Where's your saturation now?
Dave and Marisa. I'm pretty impressed with the amount of different levels of saturation you were able to achieve.
What I really like about y'all's piece is the sky and the fact that it does graduate from dark down to light to the horizon.
Definitely some impressive areas on this.
Thank you. Underdogs, suck it, Craig.
Today we're testing saturation. How did the field do overall?
Some people were overwhelmed at how big it had to be, and we saw a few people really fail.
Matt and Erik are definite bottom. They don't even have a piece to really turn in.
The saturation is just not even a factor in this design. It's a total flop. Katie and Tyler's is probably the one that's the most striking image from across the room.
They crushed it on a contrast challenge. In terms of saturation, not a lot of different variation there.
Correct. They're definitely bottoms.
If you had to pick a top of the day.
The clear one for me is going to be Kruzman and Duffy. They realized that they oversaturated a lot of areas, so they rubbed them away and created that gradation. When you see that much effort go into something, it's better than a total fail like we saw in some of the other places.
Dave and Marisa definitely are in the top. They finished their piece, and there are some good examples of saturation.
They do have the starkest black, and they did get the nicest fade in that sky.
I'm not really a fan of the imagery. I'm not really a fan of the creativity there.
But I mean, arguably, a mandala for tattooers in this day and age is not the most creative move either. Should we let them know?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Today, you had to show saturation by creating a design with fire. The judges have decided the winners of today's Flash Challenge are... Trash polka is a style that originated in Europe, and these tattoos are usually done in only black and gray with red accents.
I have never done a trash polka tattoo. I'm screwed.